Long time no see. Welcome back to Rough Country Farming. It is September 21st. We started bean harvest. We got about 30 acres out. Got a test run, but fall's here. Oh boy, do you guys have a lot to catch up on. We have been busy getting ready and starting harvest, but first day we had a lot of technical difficulties with the combine, but those have been resolved. We got 2 loads of beans sitting in semis ready to head down to Sturgis, Michigan, which is about an hour and a half away. They're for seed, and then the rest of our beans go straight to the elevator. So we're gonna haul those down. It's Wednesday, so probably either tomorrow or Friday. But yeah, we started chisel plowing. It's just been busy. I love making YouTube videos, but dang, I just have not had the drive all summer to make them. But here we are, going at it again. Right now, you guys are gonna come with me and help me put a bolt on the drill. So, make this short and sweet. We put a new hitch on this drill because it's wore out. It's like a category 3 or 4 required for a pin. We only got like category 2 or 3, I don't know. But the hammer strap, which is this part right here, is $700 to upgrade it. Well, we said, screw that. So we got a new piece that wasn't wore out and we put a bushing in it. Well, when we had to turn one of the bolts off, it broke off, it sheared like right there. So we put the one back in, and Dad or Mike pulled it out to grease it up, but I told him don't be using it. So now I gotta loosen that up and pound that down and put the new bolt in. Well, nothing can be easy, so let's put up a fight. So when he was pulling around with one bolt to grease it up, it put the hitch up. So now I get to unhook it. Got the one loosened. Why would anything go easy? I mean, I like doing stuff hard. The hard way is nice. It's a breeze. Take off our 20 electrical harnesses that this drill requires. Well, the only thing holding that sucker up was that tractor, so let's get that other bolt in, tighten her down. Look at that. I don't imagine that's gonna stay in there too long, because it looks like the only thing holding that in is these 2 sides. Look at that. It's beautiful. Now time to back this old girl out. We'll see if she'll fire up. She should. It's got new batteries in it as of this summer, so. We don't need the AC on right now. No problem. So a couple things need to happen in this machine. Greased, filters blown out, and inspected in the process. Otherwise, send to the field. Forgot to be using the wide angle. That's how long it's been. But got the head picked up. It's not hooked up. But we're gonna bring it over to the shop, grease everything up, I think. Now this 95 tons of beast, it's a 1-owner machine. We just got it last year as a second machine. We went with a 20-foot head. Some people don't know we went with that because we're traveling down the road. We can get it down the road here in Michigan. But the owner before ran a 30-foot grain head on it. He said you had to go jump out 2.5 in the weed, but beans, you know, fly just as fast as 6.6 you can, 3.5, 4. But that's what we need on it. I'm not a fan of the 20-foot head. Well, guys, it's the next day. We got the 9510 all greased up yesterday. Now we just need to blow off some filters, but I ran and got my tires rotated this morning down to a local shop. They do a good job, and it's $12. You can't beat it. Go get a Mountain Dew for the morning, so hell yeah. Hopefully we can run beans today. We got a wind. It was a dry morning, cold morning. I'm around in the house. I can't believe I left this morning without a flannel or a sweatshirt because I am freezing. Got the pre-cleaner pulled out. Let's go pull both the cab filters out. We got one down here, and then there's one inside the cab. Don't mind the combine. This one didn't get cleaned off as good as it should have, but harvest is here. 660 was pretty clean. Got everything off that, but yeah, we're in the harvest now. We've been busy. Shop's kind of a mess up front, but we'll get into that. We'll tear into that. I think we're gonna be able to run beans today. I checked some on the way home, so I got also like a field day thing to go to today too, if I can make it that way. Next combine all ready to go now. My combine's ready to go. And a few upgrades we did to that weren't there in wheat harvest. You guys haven't seen. All they gotta do this is wash windows now. Should make Mike do that, but I'm not. The dogs are having some fun, it looks like. So after I get done doing my favorite job in the whole entire world, which is wash the windows, I think everyone loves that. And the green tank windows, you know, the most important. That's the one that annoys me if I don't clean, but before I cut out, once I get done doing that, I'll show you the upgrades we made to the 660. So we're about to run some calibrations on that combine. It's all ready to go. Here's a few upgrades we made to the 660 this year. Well, Greenmark came out the other day when we were running. They got her tranny fixed, or there was something wrong with the electronics. The whole harness broke in half. So I was stuck in third gear. I could not shift from her to second or first. We don't usually use first, but you know, we couldn't switch from third. We were in road gear. Well, it fixed our four-wheel drive, that, and my auto steer. It was all in one harness. So now all that works. I put a new boot on the end of the auger. That's supposed to help with better grain control or flow, I don't know. And it just looks good. And I also put a Demco 150 bushel kit on this combine this year. So we're ready to rock and roll. My combine, Mike or Dad's combine. Most of the time Dad's stuck in a truck. Then we'll have Doran in the green cart. So ran the combine, got all the internal stuff set in. And now on these older ones, you gotta set your sieve and chaffer. And they call this back here the extension. I see we're missing a plastic piece like on the other side. But you gotta set all these manually. So the pre-cleaner up there, they're supposed to be at 0, which it is. And then you have your chaffer, your sieve, and you have your extension. I just pulled a sample of beans from 2 of the semis that are full. Now these 2 semis, like I said, are seed beans, so they're the only seed beans we're doing. They just need 2 semis of them because they're 1-1. But, which is maturity, by the way, really early. So I'm gonna bring that up to the co-op. Test moisture on it because we don't got a good moisture tester around here. The beasts are waiting. Honestly, I think the beans are dry enough right now, but I don't got no help, so. Everyone remembers that other red Chevy. This one looks identical, but guess what? Well, we were on our way out of the elevator. Sample tested 12-1, so we were good to send those 2 trucks down to Sturgis, Michigan, which is about an hour and a half south, right on the Michigan-Indiana border. Well, we got a 25-acre farm that's really our furthest farm away. At this point, we just picked it up this year, furthest north. It's ready to run, so we got 2 semi-loads of seed beans. They tested 12-1. We're gonna put them in our east bin. That way we can also put air on them. The place we're trucking them to way down in Sturgis can't put air on them apparently. So they're ready to be trucked down there, but we don't got the time right at the moment. Dad works full-time job, Mike's works full-time job, Doran works full-time job. I'm kind of working full-time at the farm at this point. But I don't got a CDL, so I can't truck down there. So I'm gonna pull the head over to this farm, and I'm gonna see if I can get a semi over there somehow. I just don't got a ride back. I would just drive over here, but I don't got no ride back. So we're gonna figure something out, but for now we're on the way home. We're gonna go get the head. Well, I like pulling the, I better make sure that's tight, but I like pulling everything with my truck, but it's already hooked up, so I ain't unhooking it, especially on a hill. I'll just pull it with this truck. So we had a company come out and service the whole lag and dryer and make sure everything works, make sure everything's working as it should. I'm right now gonna kind of clean up around the this one bin here, it's kind of a mess. Just get all this stuff out here and maybe mow it down real quick. Get that wheat. We clean the bottom of the leg out after we harvest, and we're just kind of left to get that cleaned up. And then I need to check. Let's check inside this bin right now. This is the east bin. This is where we're gonna put those seed beans. So it's mowed down. Got the boards. There's a few boards laying in the yard. Got the hopper up. I'm gonna use skid steer's not home. I'm gonna use something to move that. That's heavier than hell. And I need skid steer with a bucket or something to move that. This bin, we swapped it out, but not all that great. It almost looks like a job for like a leaf blower or something. But you gotta be careful because you don't want it to spark because gases. But yeah, we'll figure something out. So I'm gonna figure out a good way to get that cleaned up because I need to dump a truck. Because the truck I want to use is the new one with the new Tempty. That can hold 1,300 bushel. Now that's way overloaded, but we're trucking. The elevator's literally a mile and a half down the road from that far away field at 25 acres. So I don't care. If it yields 50 bushel, which I'm hoping it does, it should. It's not the best ground, but it's not bad either. So let's just say 50 bushel, deer mowed off some of the back, blah, blah, blah. Averages out 50 bushel. We get like 1,200 bushel off it, 1,250, perfect. Fits on that truck. That's why I want to bring that one. So once I get that truck dumped, I'm gonna go down to the neighbors that's trucked for us before, see if he can run a truck over there. So this bin is much better. Use a leaf blower. I was careful with it, but now we'll put our seed beans in here. I'll shut those gates and then run the auger. The reason I'll shut them is so it don't splash up. This farm's kind of a pain, but we're getting it. Beautiful time of the year. Grain bin fans going. Love it. Well, Jim left me, but he got the truck out to the field for me, so thank you, Jim. Mike got the seed tender out. I helped him hook it up. He's gonna load it up with some wheat. I am gonna bring the combine out the field, and Mike's gonna start drilling. Off to the races. Let's go get this oddball farm out of the way. So when we got the full crew here, we can be running full bore.
Just give me an hour and then
we're running. This spot's a little thin right here, but looks like we got some nice beans up here, and we had some we were just in. Set my EB line on one of the spreader tracks. They spread wheat into this farm, so we didn't have to drill it. Now here's the thing I love about autos here. I can kick back, not relax. I'm looking for rocks, because this farm is especially rocky, and I cultivated it. I should have done it, but so I'm gonna watch out for rocks. It's really nice. You know, I don't have to worry about steering. It's just, I love autos here. I wish we had it on corn, but it also just makes like loading the grain cart on the go a lot easier and stuff. But we don't have row sets under corn heads, so we're not set up for it in corn. Well, Dorn's here now. He showed up after work, but I just got the head unhooked. We're done. We're gonna drop that off at the local elevator, which is a mile and a half down the road, and yeah. It is like 5:36, somewhere in there, 5:45, so they're closed. They're not running their long hours yet, so let's drop it there for tomorrow and they'll unload it. Then we'll come back, me and Dorn will. Moving. Well, we'll see how this field goes. Hopefully, no breakdowns. Beans aren't tough yet, but now we're waiting for Dad to get here the truck. Where's the grain cart at? We are full. Ran a little bit of wet beans. This whole 30 feet on the edge of the road, Mike ran a different variety in the drill. Trying to climb up here. But he put a different variety in the drill that was later maturity. So the first drill width or head width is 2 green. So the rest of the field's running about 12-13%. Yeah, those are nasty or wet. The rest about 12%, 12-13. So doing good. We'll just come back with the 9500. This is only a 1.5 miles, 2 miles down the road from the farm. So we'll just come back with the 9500 with the head on and Charlie's off. I can't wait to get this first YouTube video out for you guys in the fall. I'm excited. Boy, we're really making the dust fly tonight. Second load is going in her. These beans really ain't doing bad. We're not going to be able to get them all, like I said, that little 30-foot spot by the road, and then there's a spot, like a little area down in muck that we ain't, its beans are a little wet yet. So, and like I said, it's right down the road from the farm, so we'll just send the 95 out here this weekend or next week, whenever. But hopefully, if the rain misses us, which I'm hoping it does, we can move to a big farm down south this weekend. I kind of got my phone laying in a bad spot, but this should fill a truck. Two full dumps, and then however much on this one. The full alarm hasn't gone off, but it's up on the extension. Guess who got out of the combine and left the lights on? I did. See you in the next one, guys. Peace.